All right, fractions are fun, right? I hear you groaning. What's kind of cool, and a lot of students don't realize this, is you can actually get rid of fractions because remember, if I can write, remember that this is an equation, and if you do the same thing to every single term, you didn't change the equation. So what if I multiplied every single term by 6? Y by 6? That looks like the least common denominator. And I would do the same thing for this one, x over 4 plus y over 3 equals 11 over 4. Looks like my least common denominator would be what, 12? And so I am going to multiply every single term by the least common denominator. Now you can kind of skip a step if you notice, for example, 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 7x is 21x. If you don't like that, then multiply 6 times 7, which is, what did I say, 6 times 7? Yeah, which is 42. Divided by 2, you get the 21. Same thing for the next one here. 3 goes into 6 2 times. So 2 times this 7 would be 14y. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 63 is 189. So all I'm doing is I'm taking each one of these terms and I'm multiplying it by the least common denominator. Do the same thing here. Looks like 4 goes into 12 3 times, so I'd have 3x. 3 goes into 12 4 times, so 4y. 4 goes into 12 3 times. This one has a value. 3 times 11 is 33. Now I have my two equations here that I can try to solve. Remember, it's up to you how you want to solve them. Might seem weird since I've already multiplied the equations by a value, but I probably would multiply every term by -7. My eyeball's going right there. So if I'm going to just leave this one alone. I'm going to multiply every single term in the second equation by -7. And that's the real reason why, right there, because I'm going to be able to eliminate the x. So then -7 times 4y, -28y, and then -7 times 33, -231. So using my elimination, I get 14 minus 28, which is -14y. I get -231, that's a 1, sorry, it looks so horrible, plus 189. Oops. It'd help if I put it in my, yes, I'm cheating and using my calculator. I get -42. I divide both sides by -14. And I get y equals 3. Now I can just pick either one of these equations. Typically, you don't pick the one that you change, so I could go up here and say 21x plus 14y, which is 3, is 189. 21x, 189, so 14 times 3 is 42, so minus 42. 21x, 189 minus 42 is 147. Divided by 21, I get my solution 7 and 3. Now, for those of you that don't listen to me, do you listen to me? Why don't you listen to me? How many of you just graphed it from the beginning? Look at there. There's my answer, 7 and 3. If you graphed from the very beginning, that's my point, is you can see that these are very quickly to solve because you're going to be doing a lot of these with applications, so you want to be able to solve these very quickly. And the 2 by 2, easy with graph. You are going to see you're going to need these techniques when we have more than 2 equations and 2 variables.